Well, considering I don't like the Naruto series anymore, but absolutely adore some of the characters and talking shit about the other ones and the series in itself, I feel this had to be done. And it's all thanks to Courtney Grell. If you like the vid, like Courtney. Okay, before I break down this fucked channel's top 10, let me first give you a rundown about WatchMojo for those who don't really know what the channel is or about. WatchMojo is a channel and a site that gives top 10 everything, varying from any source of entertainment that accumulates a large fan base and thus accumulates large views for them. So anything that's, I wouldn't say pop culture related, but anything that's anime based, comic book based, anything that could gather the attentions of nerds and stuff like that. There are some other videos too, but I don't think anyone really pays attention to them. Either way, I actually used to like this channel a lot years ago, when I didn't have much channels on YouTube to watch in the first place, and when I needed something to watch when I was bored out of my mind. But I soon stopped giving that channel my views when I saw one video that was poorly researched and or biased. I can't really remember which one it was, I just remember a lot of dislikes and a bunch of pissed off people in the comment sections. Speaking of which, that brings me to this top 10. Top 10 Naruto characters of all time. Yeah. Looking at this video, it was already interesting considering the video already accumulated a little over 11,000 dislikes. Alright, so going in when I was watching the video, Peppy Pete, the narrator, started to explain the top 10. Going in and starting off with Jiraiya of all characters being number 10. Topping him was Hinata, and then topping her was Rock Lee. I had to stop the video there. Okay, considering this video was made February 26th of 2016, I'd imagine that the best characters of all time wouldn't really start out with ninjas of the Leaf being at the bottom. I would assume that it would have more variety, more characters from different parts and aspects of the story for good reason, but yeah. I mean, Masashi made sure to make a lot of goddamn characters for this series, so I'm pretty confident that all of us have our own top 5s that deserve to be up there, whether it's because of their powers in the story or their overall character. With this WatchMojo bullshit, they tell you backstories that you already know, all the while adding tidbits to fill up some sort of equal time gap that they get or some shit, and then use that backstory and those tidbits as a good reason to place that character at whatever number. Now, I'm gonna go on a mini ramble here and say this is why I hate top 10s. I made a video a long time ago about it, and I can't stand them. Everyone has their own favorite characters and everyone has certain ones they place high and low. With that said, for a specific series, not everyone's opinions are going to align. However, you are going to see some commonplace characters in certain people's top 10s, especially if it's for a certain series. For example, I want you to pause the video, Naruto fans, former Naruto fans, and Narutards, and write down your top 10. After you're done, play the video again, because I'm gonna list off some characters, maybe a little over 10, being that there are over 200 characters in this series and I don't really want to list them all, but I have a few at the top of my head. And as I proceed, I want you to check off the names that I have called off. Okay, here we go. Kakashi, Naruto, Sasuke, Itachi, Lee. Fuck! Shikamaru, Nagato, Madara, Shisui, damn near every Uchiha ever shown or exploited to look good and be the fucking best or someone to be proud of in the series. Minato, Hokages, Tamari, Zabuza. You pretty much get the gist of what I'm saying and where I'm going, and if anything, I've probably listed your top 5, top 10, top whatever so far. I might not have gotten all of them, but I've gotten 1, 2, or maybe a few more than that, which is what I'm getting at. We all have different opinions, but when it comes to a certain series, if we all make our top 10s, there are going to be 2, 3, 4, or more characters that are going to essentially be the same in all of our different top 10s. This top 10, however, this shit is something. This top 10 counts up by later stating that NEJi is at number 7. Gaara is at number 6, and Itachi is at number 5. I won't even comment on that. If anything, I'm just going to simmer down and wait to explode at who's number 1 in this bitch. Please tell me it's Sasuke. Does Masashi work at WatchMojo, but we all don't know it? Like, is it Sasuke, really? I mean, I don't know, I'm kind of finding this out as we go. Well, not really, but you fucking know what I mean. The list goes on, and with it, I'm able to see that Sakura tops Itachi at number 4. Okay, Naruto is number 3. Sasuke is number 2, and yeah, Kakashi is number 1. Wow, well, what do you know? Kakashi is number 1. You know what? I can actually get behind that shit. No, but seriously, look, I'm all for a Kakashi fan at WatchMojo putting his shit together. But to put Kakashi as number 1, like, out of everything that the series has gone over and all the characters the series introduces, you're out of your fucking mind. Kakashi became useless after the Naruto series ended and Shippuden started. He became a worthless background character that we ended up feeling sorry for, and that's about it. Now, I don't know if anyone else bases their top 10s, top 5s, tops whatever, based on a character's power level, or how popular they are in the series, or generally because they're an interesting character. But for me, this was just a crazy fucked up top 10. But I'm not even all that mad, because honestly, I like Kakashi as a character. I just find it hilarious that he came in as number 1 and Sasuke was number 2. After a side character, but before the main character in this top 10. I don't get it, but it's whatever. This top 10 is pretty fucked, honestly, but it's laughable considering that this and the characters in it oddly resemble the Naruto character popularity poll on the Naruto Wikia. You know, kinda just looks like someone took this and then added his or her own 2 cents about a few characters that they knew about after watching 10 episodes of the series, and then they just went to town. Yeah, I honestly don't give a fuck about this vid because, again, as I've stated several times, it's hilarious. There's just really nothing more I can say or speak on when it comes to this. It obviously seems like it was poorly made and or biased, or was by someone who really didn't know much about the series, considering it was made in 2016, early 2016, and the only characters and footage they used was of the early Naruto and nothing really of Shippuden. I mean, come on. Apparently this is a classic WatchMojo move, but yeah, to think that this has gone on, because I'm telling you, when I last watched their stuff, this was like way back in 2011, if anything. I mean, I know it doesn't seem that long ago, but it's still been 5 years. But to think that this channel is still going on and they're still making content like this, where it's either biased or unresearched or whatever, I mean, I get it. Fam, you've had your channel for 5 years, 5+ years, or whatever, and all you really do is make top 10s, and that's your thing, and you know, you gotta get your views, you gotta generate your income somehow, somewhere, so you always gotta fall back on the anime stuff, on the popular anime stuff, target a rather large community from that popular anime, and generate those views to get that money. I mean, I get it. Still, the fact that this vid got some likes is kind of crazy. It makes you think how many kids just got cable and started watching Naruto recently, like in 2016. And just totally agree. I just... It's whatever for me. if you haven't seen the series entirely, seen all the characters, all the arcs, and all the bullshit that the series presents, and then put together an anime top 10 or here's the best of all time, this anime for sure type of top 10, I don't get it. I feel that's the way to kind of go about things if you're doing that. But then again, I don't really take that stuff seriously, so I don't really care. But I mean, to be fair, I don't think anyone at WatchMojo really even watches anime. They probably just research it, Google it, find some opinions on YouTube, and then just put a video together. But that's just speculation. That's just assumptions coming from me. So, but going further on that, when they're talking about best Naruto characters of all time, I think they mean just in the Naruto series, the first part, not Shippuden, and not Naruto overall, just Naruto, like the first series. But what the hell am I trying to do saving their ass? Fuck them, I don't really care. Yeah. Sorry if this wasn't ranty or I wasn't as pissed or annoyed as you might have expected, but I'm kind of catching a cold and I'm a little tired, and when it comes to this Naruto shit, I mean, especially coming from this channel, it's kind of laughable. But shit, people could say the same stuff about my stuff, whatever. But I mean, honestly, this is literally like getting your dad or someone who isn't into anime to watch an anime, and then when they see 12 episodes on it, they feel that they're entitled enough to name the best characters overall. Still, I feel like because it's WatchMojo, they don't really take it seriously. It was just a video to target a fan base to generate views, if anything. It's clearly obvious. I feel like that's like some sense of trolling, in a sense. Either way, it's their opinion, and those of us who have paid attention to the series, we know better. We know better. Some of us. Not all. Not all.